Hi there guys, so I'm actually going to do a small cooking video. I've often mentioned this small recipe that I'm going to do today on my Facebook page, and so I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'll try and go as slowly as I can, but if there's any questions or anything like that, then just comment down below and I'll let you know anything that I've missed out. Thanks a lot. Right, so the first thing I do is get some chicken pieces into a pan with a little bit of olive oil or Frylight or whatever you want to use to cook your chicken in. You do need a little bit of something because obviously the stick. You can also use chicken breast fillet or if you're vegetarian, tofu, anything like that, anything that you want to use to make it individual to yourself. I used this from Iceland, ready and cooked diced chicken breast. It's £5 a bag for a big bag, 1 kilogram bag. That lasts me quite a long time. So get your chicken into the saucepan, into the frying pan, and start to fry off. So the next thing I'm going to do is get the bowl that you're going to use to serve your lunch into, or your dinner. I find that always helps because it means that you can kind of gauge how much food you're making. Sorry for the crinkling. I'm using wheat-free fusilli from Asda. I found that this one's the best. It only takes 9 minutes to cook, which is absolutely amazing for wheat-free. And it's beautiful. And it's about £1.20 a bag. You can get quite a lot of servings out of this. I think I've had about 10 servings from one bag. So brilliant for wheat free, which we all know is expensive. So measure into the bag. That's actually what's left in that bag, so that's what I'm going to have. Pop into a saucepan with some water. I know a lot of people put their hot water and they do it however you make your pasta and however you're happy making it, then just follow your own rules, if you know what I mean, or not rules, but how you make it, how you're happy making it, you make it that way, if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, get your pasta in a bowl, in a pan, and get that onto the hob as well. Turn that on, 1 second. I also put in some peas, freshly frozen petty peas. Yeah, you can read what it says. Obviously I've got somebody else's picture. So I have a lot of peas, quite a lot of peas, and I actually fry them, I actually boil them in the same pan because they take about the same amount of time. Just 1 second, I need to get something to stir my chicken with. So yeah, that starts to fry away nicely over there. It's a bit awkward trying to do it one-handed, so yeah, that's great. Just give this a bit of a stir as well. So the hobs are both on for that. So I'll show you. I've got the chicken in one pan and the pasta and the peas in another. I will come back to you when they're cooked and I'll show you what I do next. So the chicken's just about browned, so I'll be removing that from the heat in a moment, and the pasta's starting to boil. So I'll just show you the other ingredients that I use in this. So I've got 2 Lapin Cow cheese spread lights, although to be honest you could use any cheese spread I think, but I actually quite like the flavour of these. I've got some spaghetti carbonara recipe mix. This is Schwartz one, but I think you can probably find it from different suppliers. I think this was on offer at Tesco, which is why I got that one. I've also got some Valley Spire extra mature cheddar cheese, which is from Lidl, and that's just a few pieces of that. That's just to put on the top. So get the chicken off of the heat, wait for the pasta to boil, and then I'll be back to show you how I put it all together. So the pasta is draining in a colander, so put a little bit of milk in. Obviously if you want to do twice as much, then just do twice as much. I mean, I don't measure it out, I just kind of go, yeah, that's enough. Try and get these out with one hand, that should be fun. So these are the cheese triangles going into the pot, into the pan should I say. Get your spaghetti carbonara sauce powder. I'd say about a teaspoon maybe, or that much. Now these obviously are for one meal, but I would say you could probably get 4 maybe out of these. And although they have a lot of calories in them on their own, I really just use them for the flavourings, to be honest. If you're good with flavourings and you know the kind of flavourings that go into a spaghetti carbonara, then, you know, feel free to mix the herbs up for an even healthier option. You can also add garlic here, or chilies if you like your pasta hot, or you could add anything really, you know. This is the way I found this recipe, was I just experimented until I found it, and it works for me because although I like cheese sauce, I don't like it really thick, so it just goes well for the things I want to eat. So we wait a little bit until the cheese triangles start to melt, and the milk takes on the flavour of the carbonara sauce. Don't let it boil too much, so I'll just pop that down a bit. Yeah, so wait until the cheesy triangles start to melt a little bit. They take a couple of seconds, maybe a minute or so. And it will thicken up as well, so which is really good, because at the moment it looks quite liquidy. But it does thicken up, I promise. So yeah, so they're about done. So these are the chicken pieces that I made from earlier back in the bowl. So I add them to the sauce now, pop them in, and mix them up to start coating them with the creamy sauce. Like I say, it's still quite thin at the moment, but especially when you get the pasta in, it does thicken up even further. So stir them in. Just get the pasta on the sink. Pasta and the peas. I've put way too many peas in here today, but vegetables is good for you. So yeah, mix all these in, and then let this simmer until all the pasta is coated with the sauce. So I'll be back in a minute when it's done, and I'll show you what I do to finish it. So here we have it. As you can see, all the sauce is kind of gathered up and gone into the pasta. So very carefully, one-handedly, let's try and get this in the bowl. There will be way too much for me here. I won't eat all this because that is just a lot of food. I've also got quite a lot of it on the side, which is always clever. So yeah, so what I'll do is I will stick some cheese on the top of it, and I will tuck in to this. Sorry about the camera work. It's really very difficult to do everything when you're trying to keep the camera centre. So this is the cheese I showed you earlier. Just plonk that on top. You can just use shavings if you want, or grate it, but I figure it all goes in the same place. A spoon out, and bon appetit. Like I say, if there's anything that you didn't understand in the video, then just comment down below and I'll try and fill you in on anything. Absolutely delicious. Tuck in. It's beautiful for an evening like today when it's sunshiny and you could sit on the garden and just eat it. Okay, I hope you enjoy if you try it. Thanks a lot for coming over. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.